Okay, there was a newsletter article that came out in IMI newsletter August the 23rd talking about the Central African Republic coming out with a citizenship by investment program by investing 60,000 in its Sango coin, which is a crypto coin. All right, now this was the 23rd of August, but there's an article that just came out in CoinDesk, and this was August the 29th. And just a couple of days ago, so it's shut that down. So if you're looking at stuff on this, I'll just explain to you a little bit about this. Now, it could come back, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on it too. Then the courts rejects the Central African Republic's plan to offer citizenship for crypto investment. Now, the country wanted to offer citizenship and other benefits in exchange for investing $60,000 in its Sango coin. Now, I want to tell you something too about the African country. This is the Central African Republic, which is one of the poorest countries in the world. You can pull up on the internet. 1 year I checked it. It had the lowest GDP per capita of any country in the world. I think it was like $1. An average person makes a dollar a day there. I haven't checked it lately. You can go on the internet and pull it up, but it's real. It's the poorest or close to the poorest country in the world. And also your visa-free travel, you're only going to be able to go to roughly around 49 countries visa-free or visa-free on arrival, and most of them are in Africa. The only advantage of this is if you got a lot of problems or something, you can fortunately get it. They don't have extradition treaties with almost any countries in the world. So this is one country that if you've got some real problems, man, and you can get in there, but it definitely would not be the country I would want to live in. I mean, if you're at that point in desperate, where you got so many problems that you can't deal with it, this is a country that it doesn't have an extradition treaty with just about any country. My advice to you on a country like this, when you get a passport like this, you go to an airport, you go through the UK, you go to the US or whatever. If you can even get a visa, if you've relinquished your other passports and then trying to get a visa to go back in, it's going to be tougher. And if you go to a country with this passport, I'm going to tell you something. First of all, you're probably going to have to get a visa to get there because it only has 49 visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries that you can go to. But you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. If you're talking with a Southern friggin' accent or an English accent and you're carrying around a Central African Republic passport, I'm going to tell you something. The first thing they're going to do is they're probably going to pull you to the side and ask you a lot of questions. And they're going to think that you're hiding something or you're into something, especially when you're not talking with an accent like you're from Africa. It's just immediately you're going to stand out a lot. And is it really worth the passport? And I'll tell you something else too. Can you really get the passport after you invest the money? Now, like I said, they've turned it down now. They're going to fight to get it back. I'm going to tell you about the article. But if it does come back, my advice to you is if you get this, it can be more of a headache than it's worth, okay? Now, if you've got a lot of problems, like I say, that might be different. And their leniency on getting this will probably be a lot more lenient because this country's had a lot of financial issues and problems in this country, a lot of theft and stuff, corruption. Corruption there is really bad. But anyway, the High Court of the Central African Republic, also called CAR, C-A-R, has denied the government's plan to offer citizenship, land, and valuable minerals to investors who purchased 60,000 of its government-supported cryptocurrency called the Sango coin, saying that the proposal is unconstitutional according to a report from Bloomberg. Now, the court said that the offer of citizenship is unconstitutional considering that nationality has no market value according to the report. A spokesman for President Faustin Anchorage Taldera told Bloomberg that the government is now looking at other ways to offer land and citizenship to investors in the Sango coin. Now, CAR, which is again Central African Republic, has been the first country in Africa and the second in the world after El Salvador to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And I actually had a video on this, and they're making Bitcoin their legal tender. Now, the impoverished African nation is trying to develop its economy and becoming a crypto hub for the region. Again, folks, you need to be careful on something like this. If you want to know more on this, we can keep you up to date with it. Go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Just ask for some help. And number two is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the right of your screen right here. You get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.